Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. It's a fact that I am part of the delegation to UK following an invitation to the Speaker of Ghana's Parliament. I was nominated as one of the delegations to the UK Parliament. I'm currently the ranking member for Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. So I traveled there with my deputy. Honorable Animedu Entry is the chairman for Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. He also traveled with Honorable Ameyaw Chiremi. So we were about 4 MPs, all from Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee of Parliament, with Akuya Droa as the clerk of Parliament. Actually, the invitation to the Speaker in the first place was not about LGBTQ bill or anti-LGBTQ bill currently before Parliament. In fact, this is not the first time that Commonwealth Parliamentarian Association UK chapter will be organizing a working visit to MPs across the globe, including Ghana's Parliament. So this was one of such invitations. Let me state that I previously benefited from this particular working visit in 2014, where I traveled to the United Kingdom Parliament with Papa Wosu and Koma. And we had useful deliberations, which in a way has improved my contribution in Ghana's Parliament. This particular invitation to the Speaker to send some representatives of Ghana's Parliament to UK has nothing to do with the bill on LGBTQ currently before Parliament. It's one of the usual working visit invitations that Commonwealth Parliamentary Association has been organizing. Now, the current invitation had to do with a lot of topics. The working visit has to do with a lot of topics within a period of 3 days. Very intensive lecture, deliberations, discussions. Eminent members of the House of Commons and House of Lords, including former speakers of the House of Lords, came to share their parliamentary experience with Ghana's delegation. Among the topics discussed are cross-party cooperation. 2, consensus building in Parliament. 3, holding government accountable on human rights obligations. 4, legislative approach based on human rights. 5, legislative scrutiny as a member of Parliament. We've discussed topics like gender and equality. We discussed topics like death penalty, where we shared very valuable experience of 2 Ghanaians in the person of Justice Tenkebe associate professor of criminology in University of Cambridge. We have people like Kofi Buachi, who is a senior lecturer at Anglo Ruskin University and a co-founder of African Institute for Crime Policy and Governance. They have done in-depth research into the death penalty, and they brought out arguments in favor of the abolishment of death penalty and arguments against the abolishment of death penalty. We had the opportunity of observing committee sittings of UK Parliament. We have observed the Prime Minister's question time at the House of Lords. We've also observed proceedings at the House of Commons. The Prime Minister's question time was at the House of Commons. We observed proceedings at the House of Lords. And we discussed human rights in general. So I must say that the invitation that we were given and then the program that accompanied the invitation basically has nothing to do with the bill currently before Parliament. So clearly, if somebody is of the view that Ghana's delegation to UK Parliament was about LGBTQ bill currently before Parliament, that is a figment of the person's own imagination.